What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to AEW Double or Nothing 2020 preview that will be taking place tomorrow night on May 23rd, 2020. Unfortunately, it will not be at Las Vegas, Nevada, which is going to be it was supposed to be at at the Paradise city of Nevada, where it pertains to being at the GMG Grand Garden Arena. Unfortunately, due to the whole pandemic situation going on in the world, unfortunately they had to be at Jacksonville, Florida instead at the Daily's excuse me, at the Daily's place, the the TIAA Bank Field. Unfortunately, with the attendance of no crowds, that's going to unfortunately going to be happening. But you'll be having wrestlers there, that will not be competing, obviously. Will be playing as fans. So it's unfortunate, there'll be no fans there. This will be the AW's first pay-per-view where it tends to having no crowds for this empty arenas pay-per-view event. Under the promotion of All Elite Wrestling, despite there'll be no crowds there, real life fans, AEW will be doing their things where it pertains to still keeping the shows have life and keeping it exciting. We have a stack of wrestling matches on here, especially where it pertains to the AEW Double or Nothing buy-in. So let's get right into it now. The buy-in match will feature Private Party, which is Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn versus Best Friends. That will feature Chuck Taylor and Trent, being accompanied by Orange Cassidy. This match will be a tag team match to determine the number one contender to face the AEW World Tag Team Champions in the future. I'm gonna go with Best Friends here. They've been on TV more. Basically, Private Party don't have any momentum's building up right now. Other than BTE, pertains to watching Being the Elite on YouTube. But yeah, Best Friends has been killing it on TV. Win or losses in a way. They're still being featured on TV as a strong tag team and still doing what they gotta do, especially when it comes to AEW Dark. Private Party, they've been on AEW Dark too as well, but not that much. Just to let you, just to throw that out there. By the way, I gotta do one review for AEW when it comes to AEW Dark. I'll get to that whenever I can before. Basically, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow instead. Later after this, I'm gonna be we doing something else. With the Asylum. So, but yeah, I'm going for Best Friends to win here. Plus, Best Friends got a win over Kenny Omega and Michael Nakazawa at one point on AEW Dynamite. So, in a way, they beat Kenny Omega, who's one half of the AEW World Tag Team Champions, along with the Hangman and Page, who has not been on AEW since actually this week. Pertains to the final build-up for their Stadium Stampede match, where it pertains to the Elite versus the Inner Circle. So, which is why I'm going for Best Friends to win here, and as they should. Let's get to the other matches. Let's get to the matches that had nothing to do with championship matches. For example, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Yes, she is still clear to wrestle. The injury that she suffered from that was not that bad as people thought it would be. I thought it was going to be bad too. But she's good to go, and she'll be going against Chris Stanlander. I'm pretty sure this match is going to be more of a grudge match than be next in line for the AEW Women's World Championship. But then again, it could be two ways as well. So, but that being said, they were, I know AEW will have Britt Baker go over. Despite her being a terrible wrestler, they want her to get over because basically they want to put her over because of her character that she's doing right now as a heel. Um, to me, I'll go with Chris Stanlander, and that's who I'm thinking about with the galaxy's greatest alien to go over on the dentist. There you go. Nothing to say about the match. It's probably gonna suck, and that's just how I feel. MJF being accompanied by Warlow versus Jungle Boy. Another singles match. MJF versus Jungle Boy here. It has been built up on TV lately. Not much to talk about this match either. But it's exciting to see how they're gonna do this one with MJF versus Jungle Boy. And his thing, they wrestled before, by the way, on Dynamite. So it was still it was fun at the time watching those two wrestle each other, and it's gonna be fun watching it here on a pay-per-view. Unfortunately, the difference is they wrestle each other in front of crowds, where in this case they're gonna be wrestling each other without crowds. This damn pandemic, man, it really ruined everything. But besides that, so I guess well, I can understand Luchasaurus not being in the corner for Jungle Boy in this match because which I'll get to later, because he's also scheduled to be in the match too. For AEW's Double or Nothing. I'll get that momentarily. Um, I just wish that um someone could be in the corner of Jungle Boy and not someone like a Marcos, because that's what again that's the feeling game right now. I got the feeling that we had Marco Stunt, who doesn't even have a match on the card, and White Shitty, by the way. Um, but I got a feeling he's gonna be in the corner for Jungle Boy, and yeah, because that's gonna make a difference, right? At the end of the day, it's gonna be MJF winning. Jungle Boy, he is good. He's pretty good. Especially he's in the prime of his career. With chance of him being uh a rookie. He's still got a whole lot of year going on, for him and everything. So I don't think he's gonna win though. That's my thing. MJF's gonna win. MJF's got the better momentum, and on top of that, it's the fact that MJF is still undefeated in AEW. So which is why they're gonna go with MJF to win here. This match is to me I feel like a filler based on what they did on Dynamite, just from this week. Sean Spears being and apparently he's going to be accompanied by his manager Tully Blanchard. We'll see if that happens. I don't know if it is or not, but we'll see if he can beat her this time. But Sean Spears goes up against Dustin Rose, and all I gotta say is Sean Spears gotta win. He has to win, because if he doesn't win, not even to Dustin Rose, then what are you doing with him? You know. I mean, yeah, he's been entertaining us on TV, and he's a very good wrestler. But the problem is he hasn't been winning any good matches. So let's see what they do with this match. I think it would be a good match. Due to the time they'll probably give them. But we'll see. But Sean Spears gotta win. Now let's see any other. I'm gonna say the one stipulation for later on, and I'll get to that later. And you'll know which stipulation I'm talking about. Because let's get to just one stipulation match, and that is the Casino Ladder match for a future title shot for the AEW World Championship. The participants are Darby Allin, Colt Cabana, Orange Cassidy, Rey Fenix, Scorpio Sky, Kip Sabian, Frankie Kazarian, Luchasaurus, and an opponent to be announced. Now, I'll get to that part later. Darby Allin, the story is with him is he hasn't been winning any big matches. I mean, he's obviously he has won matches, but where he tends to win some big matches like against Cody Rhodes. He always comes up short. No matter what he tries to do or how he does it, he always comes up short. And Darby Allin right now is spiral, downward spiral basically in a way because he doesn't know if he can if he could beat Cody Rhodes or he could win on big matches like he tried to do which is Chris Jericho when it was for the AEW World Championship title when obviously when Chris Jericho was the champion at the time. And on top of that, he had a match against Jon Moxley at one point. He couldn't beat him. So this could be Darby Allin's redemption here if he could win this ladder match to get an opportunity for the AEW World Championship title, and maybe eventually things will turn right back around for him. Colt Cabana, I'll just say this: he ain't winning. Moving on. Orange Cassidy. Don't count on Orange Cassidy here. You never know; they might give the win to him. Me, I'm a little different. I think half he won't win it, but the other half of me thinking that he might win it. But we'll see how that turns out. Having Orange Cassidy winning ain't a bad thing anyways, because Orange Cassidy is pretty good. And he's got a good thing going where it pertains to what he's doing. Rey Fenix. Well, fortunately, no Pentagon Jr. and Pac, what pertains to the Death Triangle. Rey Fenix is now being focused on being a singles wrestler here. And may I just say, Rey Fenix, he's okay. After from Dynamite, from this week, he's okay. He's going to compete, and I'm getting a little worried though. What it tends to Rey Fenix here, because Rey Fenix, if they couldn't even catch him on Dynamite from that dive he did, which was amazing the way he did it, but the outcome of it was not so pretty. So, in the ladder match, are they gonna this time protect Rey Fenix? Or can Rey Fenix trust them to take his moves? If he does them off the ladder or something like that, we'll have to wait and see. But otherwise, Rey Fenix, I won't blame him if he start having some backstage heat with those guys and for those agents as well, where it pertains to not being able to do the jobs because their one job is to protect the wrestlers, because that wrestler is trusting that wrestler's body to that other wrestler to do something with him in a safe way. That's how pro wrestling is, and that's how it should be. And it should be going against that. So we'll see what happens with that one. But Rey Fenix, I think he might have a chance of winning. Because again, there's no right now they got for Rey Fenix because Pentagon Jr. is stuck in Mexico and Pac is stuck in England. So basically United Kingdom. So, but yeah, if Rey Fenix wins, that'd be cool. Scorpio Sky. Now they've been talking about a story about Scorpio Sky for the past few weeks about who he is, where he comes from, what brought him into the wrestling business and everything, and the whole thing with him being with SCU, and his time in WWE, and talking about his personal life and all that. Scorpio, basically the sky's the limits for Scorpio Sky here, and he had an opportunity against he had an opportunity against the AEW World Champion before against Chris Jericho, and unfortunately he came up short, but this is a second chance. This is a second opportunity here. This is his way to say can lightning strike twice this time for Scorpio Sky. So we'll see how that turns out. Kip Sabian, he ain't winning it. Moving on. Frankie Kazarian, no disrespect to Frankie Kazarian, but he ain't winning it either. Luchasaurus is over. Is over with the majority of the fans. Do I see him win this one? He can do some cool stuff in the match, by the way. And I want to take it away from Kip Sabian and Frankie Kazarian. They could do some cool stuff in the match too. But Luchasaurus, with his size and with him being a tremendous athlete, don't count out on Luchasaurus here too. He's that one fossil that could lead him to an opportunity to become the next AEW World Champion. So there you go. No, he's not really a fossil, but and now we get to who's going to be the mystery participant in this match, because there's a lot of speculations. Some people may think it's someone from that was fired from WWE, which is impossible because for those that were released by WWE, they had to go through their 90 days no compete clause. Rusev can't make it. Heath Slater can't make it. Zack Ryder can't make it. Kurt Hawkins can't make it. I can't remember who else. Those that were released too. I don't see any XWE guys being in this one, except for maybe a Drew Gulak, who just recently got released by WWE, and he's a free man. He can go anywhere he wants, and there's lots said about that too with Drew Gulak, because there were talks about he wanted to negotiate that he wanted a raise, and he refused that while he was working for WWE as a free agent. And then from there, he walked. So his contract been expired, which allows him to compete anywhere else because he was a free agent working for WWE. And the thing is, Drew Gulak, he wanted to stay. He wanted to be with WWE, but unfortunately, they couldn't come to terms. They want to come to terms anyways. And during this time, where they assign guys, to keep them, they can't do it. They can't do it this time because the pandemic has ruined it all. So if this pandemic wasn't going on, they would have done everything they can to keep Drew Gulak, just he won't go elsewhere. But during this time, they everything that's closed down of the indie wrestling surface, that's impossible. But AEW is still around, Impact Wrestling is still around. So, and unfortunately, Ring of Honor is they're not around. NWA is not around. I mean, well, it's for Drew Gulak to go at, no other than AEW if he wants to. It's his decision. But at the end of the day, wherever Drew Gulak goes, he'll be doing the one thing that WWE has not been having him do. When he first been drafted to SmackDown last year, and that's to be on TV and wrestle, because he's a professional wrestler at the end of the day. So if he has been the mystery guy in this match, he should not be winning. But if he is in this match, he's going to showcase what he can do in this ladder match. But another guy that might appear there might be Brian Cage, who's been rumored to be coming to AEW for the longest time. But the problem is he still with Impact Wrestling? Is he even a free agent at this point? I don't know. But if he does show up there on in this Casino Battle Royal, this Casino ladder match, excuse me, then that's right there, combination and combination, confirmed. I'm trying to say that's confirmed combination that Brian Cage has quietly signed with AEW, and we just didn't know about it. And now he's there, and he'll be part of it. And should he win? Not really. But he doesn't mean he can't showcase. And it doesn't mean he can't showcase and surprise people as well. For being in this Casino ladder match. And then I think about one person. There's one person I am thinking about. And based on what I saw from Dynamite, I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But what if it's to me? What if it's Pac? What if he found a way to travel from the UK to go to to Double Nothing at Jacksonville, Florida? Because this whole pandemic thing that's going on with the whole coronavirus, it has been slowed down for a little bit, but we're still dealing with this whole pandemic going on. It has not gone away yet, but I think eventually it will. Hopefully it does. But that's one thing is going to be too. Pac. Is it going to be Pac? Not sure. But if it's Brian Cage, great. If it's Drew Gulak, great. If it's Pac, great. Other than that, who else is going to be in the match? Who else is that's can even can top it? I know one person, but I'm not going to say it because to me it's in a brain joke in a way. So I'm not going to do that. So now whoever's mystery opponent is going to be in this match, that person ain't going to win. Which is why I'm going to be going for Darby Allin to win. All right, let's see what's the next match here to talk about. Okay, I guess we will talk about the championship matches now. You got the Native Beast, Nada Rose, defending her AEW Women's World Championship against Hikaru Shida, who is cleared to wrestle. I heard she got hurt too, but good thing that she's not. Basically, it's a good thing that it wasn't too serious. So Hikaru Shida will be there. She will compete, and it's gonna be a no disqualifications, no countouts match, which in a way is no holds bar. It's a no holds bar match in a way. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this match. Hopefully, it ends up being a good match. Like Nyla Rose had with Riho, and with Hikaru Shida, she's a tremendous wrestler, and I want to see how this turns out. As far as I want to win, as much as Nyla Rose, for her being the AEW Women's World Champion, and I'll be honest with you, there not much momentum was going on with her at the worst, not because what's going on, not because of her transgender thing. I don't give a fuck about that. It's because the pandemic changed it all. She's and it's kind of unfortunate too. But for a while there, she was gaining some momentum, but then she ends up not being part of the shows as of late. Until finally she ends up being it, but at this point it's kind of a little too late, too little too late there. So, and you got Hikaru Shida, who's been there, during this whole pandemic, where she's been killing it in the ring, not just in Dynamite, but also in the AEW ring. So she's become a real team player, and as she should. And on top of that, with her being a great wrestler too, as a women's wrestler, I'm gonna go with Hikaru Shida here to become the new AEW Women's World Champion. If she doesn't win, not gonna be mad about it. Because if they feel like Nyla Rose is gonna still has some limits over and what pertains to being the AEW World Women's Champion, we'll wait and see how that turns out. But we'll see. But I think they should go with Hikaru Shida. Next match what pertains to the finals of the honorable AEW TNT Championship, which the title itself, the championship belt basically itself, will be presented by Iron Mike Tyson, and I cannot wait to see how that belt looks when Iron Mike Tyson presents it, and also cannot wait to see who Iron Mike Tyson is going to present the belt to, a winner between either Cody, who's going to be accompanied by Arn Anderson and Brandy Rose, versus Lance Archer being accompanied by Jake the Snake Roberts. Now, this tournament, they first announced it. It was a great concept, but at the same time, we kind of knew the predictability of who's going to be in the finals. But I had my doubts a little bit in a way. I had my doubts in a way, because I was really hoping that Darby Allin will go to the finals against Lance Archer, but instead they went with Cody Rhodes because they wanted to follow up. They wanted to continue, follow up on the storyline between Cody Rhodes and Lance Archer, where Retains was holding with Jake Roberts, with the whole team of Brandy Rose, and now you got Arn Anderson in the mix of it. So basically, they're going for storyline purpose here instead of going for who deserves to be in it. I'm not trying to say Cody Rhodes doesn't deserve to be in it because let's face it, Cody Rhodes he has posted some good matches in this tournament against Shawn Spears and Darby Allin. Meanwhile, we got Lance Archer who doing the exact same thing with Colt Cabana and Dustin Rhodes. And I'm going to see what Cody Rhodes and Lance Archer can do in a one-on-one situation. Now we got a preview of their fighting from a week ago, I meant to say, and now we're going to see what it's going to pertain to for Double or Nothing tomorrow night. So, as far as who I want to win, AEW must do the right thing here and reward the win here. And your new AEW TNT champion being presented by Armatession to present the belt to the winner in the Murderhawk Monster, Lance Archer. A lot of fans that have seen Lance Archer on AEW and a lot of fans that has praised Lance Archer in the AEW. There are people on Twitter, people on Facebook, people on Instagram, a few friends of mine that look at Lance Archer and they say, "Yeah, I like this guy. This guy is great." And with that being said, that's what's called a momentum that Lance Archer is gaining right now. Ever since he came to AEW. Now he's always been on my radar during the days of New Japan. And he should have been taken seriously back in the days of WWE and in TNA, but for some reason they didn't do it. New Japan, they did the right for Lance Archer, and Lance Archer is doing the exact same thing right here in AEW. Unfortunately, with no fans there, it's unfortunate, but Lance Archer still gained some fans appreciations, and he's gained the fans vote on this, and he should win. Cody Rhodes, as far as him, where he goes from here, he's got do a strong. They got the strong out here where Cody Rhodes is unsure, after losing to MJF, and now he lost to Lance Archer. But actually it started with Chris Jericho, and then with MJF, and then with Lance Archer, where Cody Rhodes is like, maybe he got what it takes to to be a champion in AEW after all and everything, or something like that. I don't know. Whatever they gotta do, they gotta do with that. Meanwhile, Lance Archer, becomes the new AEW, the first ever AEW TNT champion. And as far as Cody Rhodes, he doesn't get his revenge until maybe later on he will. But since to everything that's happened with Brandy Rose and everything happened with Dustin Rose, and also for QT Marshall, who suffered the same fate too, or chance to the Murderhawk Monster. So there you go. Lance Archer for the win. Let's go for that. Now I'm going to say this one match for last, folks. And the match, and that one match is going to be the stipulation match, because the next match I'm going to talk about is the AEW World Championship between the AEW World Champion himself, Jon Moxley, versus the Exalted One of the Dark Order, Mr. Brody Lee. Now, these two, obviously, they knew each other before. Back in the days of WWE, Jon Moxley was Dean Ambrose. Brody Lee was Luke Harper. And their matches they had, it could have been better. That's all I'm going to say from there. I'm not trying to say it was all trash, but the problem is it was booked by bad creative. It was not being presented right in a way, and basically WWE never give them the opportunities to really go all out and all the way of what they want to do in their match, and that's something called being handcuffed, being held back, being watered down. Meanwhile, when it comes to AEW, the cuffs are off, the chains are off. You get the freedom to do whatever the hell you want. You can be creative, however you want in this match. They will not be held back of what they're going to be doing here. This could be this match could be a show stealer, if they want, if these two are willing to do it, and show WWE what they have been missing out of the feud between Dean Ambrose and Luke Harper, and the AEW with James John Moxley and Pro Lee, they gotta show them and they gotta prove them right. I mean they gotta prove them wrong. Excuse me. On where they've been missing out from their 2015 feud. And as far as this whole storyline is going on in a way, I wasn't really feeling the storyline that much, other than Burley having the creepers beat up on Moxley and everything, and getting a shot at the title, and then him stealing the belt, and everything that happened afterwards. I mean, it has been intense in a way, but I guess the matches were pertains to Moxley versus 10, and then with Brody Lee versus Christopher Daniels was kind of let down the way, but then pertains to stories building up to it, is making it very very intriguing, and I guess they were holding back in a way to really showcase what they're gonna be doing at Double or Nothing. And it's just a regular singles match too, by the way, folks. Just a regular singles match. So we have to wait and see what they do with this in the singles match. As far as who's going to win here, obviously John Moxley. He ain't good. Now I expect Brody Lee to lose in a protected way, because we don't want Brody Lee to just lose just like that. But then again, who knows what could happen? Maybe the creepers hit Brody by mistake, and then Moxley takes advantage of it and goes for a win, and then Brody kicks that creeper out for costing him the match, whatever. Something to that degree, but they gotta do something in a way to protect Brody of losing, and then just still your AEW World Champion, John Moxley. And finally, the match I want to say for last, because I believe, and this is no disrespect to John Moxley and Brody Lee, when it pertains to the AEW World Championship title, because every World Championship title matches should be the main event. This one, to me, shouldn't be the case. No disrespect to John Moxley, no disrespect to Brody Lee. They do deserve the main event, because it is for the AEW World Championship title. But you want to show to close up the show, Double or Nothing, it's the match that they just thought of since last week. Since we can't do the blood and guts thing, because they wanted to do in front of crowds, they decided to do something very creative and do something that can obviously steal the show, and I believe it will. It's going to steal the show on Double or Nothing, and that one match is the Stadium Stampede match, and it will feature the Elite of Hangman Adam Page, Kenny Omega, who are the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, and he's not a member of the Elite, but he's associated with the Elite, and that is Broken Matt Hardy. First is the Inner Circle, which will feature Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana and Ortiz of Proud and Powerful. Folks, this is the match I'm looking forward to seeing. This is the match that I'm into the most. And yes, just the casino ladder match. There's the women's championship match. There's the world championship match. Even the tournament championship match pertains to the TNT title. But the Stadium Stampede match is the one match I'm looking forward to the most. So as they announced that, that's gonna be the one match I'm looking forward to seeing, and that should be the main event. They could do a lot of creative things in this one. They could do a lot of activities in this one. They can go all the way in, all out for this. And with Matt Hardy, maybe, who knows, maybe we'll see a new Vanguard, his new drone to appear. Who knows? We'll see. But looking forward to see how they're gonna do this. And another thing, will Adam Page coexist with the Elite? Just what pertains to Adam Page, who doesn't want to have anything to do with the Elite. but we'll see. And who should win? I'm gonna go with the Inner Circle. The Inner Circle should win because of who I believe is going to show up there at Double or Nothing to cost the Elite the match. And I believe it's going to be Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, the Revolt, formerly known as Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, the Revival. So yes, I'm gonna go with the Inner Circle winning because the debut of the Revolt to cost the Elite. So yeah, the Inner Circle are my pick to win the Stadium Stampede match. And that and they could brag about how they're the greatest factions in AEW. I believe so. And there you go, folks. That was my preview for Double or Nothing 2020. I cannot wait for the show. I already paid money for the seat, the great to watch the show on tomorrow night, and I cannot wait for it. So, that being said, thank you all for watching, and I hope for all you're excited for this review, and for those that wants to support this company, please do so. Pull money out of your pockets to watch the show itself, because that's what I did, and they basically they're doing everything right, and they're keeping me invested. They're keeping me for the long haul when it pertains to professional wrestling. With a little bit of entertainment too, or a whole lot of entertainment in a way. But that being said, thank you all for watching. For It's Natural Born Thriller, saying peace on the streets. This was your AEW Double or Nothing 2020 preview. So that being said, you all stay well, stay safe, take care of yourself for this whole pandemic situation with the whole CV. And I'm out. Ta-ta for now.